Hello everyone, this is Landa with Simply Crochet. Today I have this really pretty cluster granny square, and I feel this is a nice beginner project for you out there, and it's all double crochet. The clusters are very easy. I go a little slower to show you how to do those clusters on the corners. As you can see, they kind of just burst out here. So and this can be made as large as you like. If you want to just do the squares, you can just do, 4 or 5 rows of this and then join them, or you just can continue on the rows. The sides will be the only thing that just keeps increasing there. The corners will stay the same. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and appreciate all of you that stay till the end. I really enjoy doing these videos, so your viewership is much appreciated. And I will link some playlist in the description box, so take a look at those. I do have some additional squares there for beginners, which are really pretty. So let's get started. We will begin this cluster granny square with a slip knot. And to form the ring, we will start with 6 chains. And then to join the chains together to form our ring, we will insert our hook in that first chain with a slip stitch. So you insert your hook, yarn over, and go through both loops, and that will form our ring. And then we will chain 2, and that first 2 chain will count as our first double crochet. And now we will begin our first cluster, and it's 2 double crochets together. So we will yarn over, insert a hook in the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops, leaving 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, insert your hook in the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops, leaving 3 loops, and go through all 3 loops. So that was a 2 double crochet cluster. And that first chain 2, that counts as our first double crochet. So now we will chain 4, and now we will do a 3 double crochet cluster by yarning over, insert our hook in the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through 2 loops. Leave 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook in that ring, draw up a loop, go through 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert in the ring, go through 2 loops. Now you have 4 loops, and now you yarn over and go through all 4 loops. So that's our first 3 double crochet cluster. Now we will chain 2. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, go through 2, you have 3 loops, yarn over, go through 2, and now you have 4 loops, and you go through all 4 loops. So that's our second cluster here. So now we will chain 4. So the chain 4 is your corner. So we did the corner right here. Now we're doing another corner. So now we're going to do our clusters again. and between the two clusters we just chain 2. Okay, and do another 3 double crochet cluster, okay. So you can see these are our 2 corners right here. This is our side. This is the side of the square. There's our corner. Here's the side. So now we're at another corner. So that's chain 4. And then the 2 clusters again. And between the 2 clusters on the side, you chain 2 only. And then do another cluster. And now we're at the next and last corner, so you chain 4. And then now we're at the side, so we're just going to do 1 cluster. And then chain 2, and then we're going to do a slip stitch at the top of this cluster here with the slip stitch. So you just insert your hook and then go all the way through. So you can see here, this is our square. To begin round 2, we will start with chaining 4. And now we will do our first corner by doing a cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook in that corner, that chain 4 space, and do your first 3 double crochet cluster. And now only in round 1 are we going to do the 4 chains on the corners. From this point on, row 2 and to continue, we will only be doing 2 chains on the corner. Okay, and then another cluster, chain 2, and then in between the 2 clusters on the side of the square in the chain 2 space, we will do 3 double crochets, regular double crochets. Then chain 2, and now we're at the corner again. We will do a 3 double crochet cluster separated by 2 chains. And this is how you will do it all the way around the square. Just remember, on the corners you're only chaining 2 instead of 4. And then I'll meet you to join here at the end after you repeat that around. We are ending round 2 here, and you did the chain 2, and now we will, between the 2 clusters, the chain 2 space here, we will do 2 double crochets. Since this beginning chain 4 counted as a double crochet, we will only slip stitch in the second chain from the hook to join there. So that counts as the 3 double crochets there. Now we will chain 2, and now in this space here above the chain 2, we will do 2 regular double crochets. We will chain 2, and now we're at our first corner again, which is 2 3 double crochet cluster separated by 2 chains. Two chains. This is our corner again. Yarn over. This is a cluster. Go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, Go through 2 loops, you have 4 loops, just kind of repeating that cluster in case. Then you will chain 2, and now in that first chain 2 space you will do 2 double crochets, and then we come across the side of the square where we did the 3 double crochets on the previous row, and you will do a double crochet in each of those stitches, the 3 double crochets. So you'll have the 2 in the chain 2 space, the 3 above the 3 double crochets, and then 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. And that is our side of the square. So here's our corner, and these are all double crochets right there. Then you will chain 2 and then do 2 3 double crochet cluster. And then to form the corner, you chain 2 and do another cluster. And then you would repeat this all the way across and around. This is the side of the square. So I'll meet you right here to join. We're at the end of row 3, and right here I just finished the chain 2 after the corner, so I will do 2 double crochets in this first chain 2 space, and this is the straight side of the square. So since we already have our beginning chain here that counts as a double crochet, we only need to do 2 regular double crochets right here, and then we will slip stitch in the second chain of the beginning chain, insert your hook, and just pull it all the way through, and that's our straight side. So as you can see here, this is our clusters here. You always begin with chain 2, and then here you're going to do a double crochet on the top of these double crochets, just regular double crochet, and hope I didn't do that right. And then in the chain 2 spaces you'll do 2 double crochets before going to the corner, chain 2, and then your cluster, your 3 double crochet cluster. Now you will reach, again, every chain 2 space on the side you will do 2 double crochets, and then along these double crochets right here you will do a double crochet above every single one of those before reaching the next corner. This is the beautiful cluster granny square, and it's just kind of a step up from the regular granny square, the squares, and the design here is just absolutely beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry if the background is kind of blending in, but there you go. Let me show you. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please give me a thumbs up and share the video. And if you're a new viewer, please subscribe to Simply Crochet with Landa. I appreciate all of you. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.